This is exactly why 90% of you can't strike your irons. You don't understand this. Now, this is going to be groundbreaking for you. I'm going to give you some real confidence. Listen closely. The height on that. The bottom of your swing is lower than the golf ball after impact. Listen to what I just said there. The bottom of your swing is lower than the golf ball. Okay, so this is exactly how you're going to understand it. So let's just say this is a hurdle. We've got to avoid it. Most of us are swinging in, maybe brushing this towel and catching this golf ball sort of somewhere halfway up. Okay, with all our irons, from the short all the way to the long. Actually, what is your longest iron? I've got 4-iron in the bag at the minute. I sometimes take that out and put a hybrid in, but what is your longest iron? Okay, now look at this. Let's just say this is like a trace of what your club in a good journey is going to take. Look at this. In order to avoid the hurdle, hit the golf ball out the middle. Okay, so look where that's lined now, right out that middle, excuse the dirty clubs, right out the middle. Look where the lowest point is, after the golf ball. Look at that there. The lowest point of this semicircle is around about here. That's the concept. Now, if you're catching the towel, where's the lowest point now? Somewhere before the golf ball, and then look where that takes our strike. Down a few grooves, somewhere around here. So let me give you a drill that you can use and try at the driving range before you go out, before you want to go out and play. This is absolutely epic. Let's get into it. Now, I know you probably share these exact same thoughts. I've got my 9-iron here, which I'm pretty confident with. Then the 7, which, yeah, okay, sort of, let's say 60% of the time, 50% of the time is okay. And then 5-iron where it drops off. Now, most of us share this exact same concept. So I've got set out here the 3 golf balls for the 3 clubs I've got in my hand. Now, bear with me in this and stick around because there's slightly different setup for this drill as you get a longer iron, because this is another key piece of information here. So come a little bit closer. As your irons get longer, think about this, the length away from you increases, doesn't it? It's further away from you, so it needs a little bit longer to bottom out. So therefore, the longer the iron, the less you hit down. The longer the iron, the less you hit down. So, first up, let's hit with 9-iron here. I've got this set 1 club head and a half away from this towel, okay? And this is great here. We're down at the beaches, and just to be able to put your towel down, set this up, do a set of 3 is perfect. So I'm just gonna hit this one away. The idea here is go back to that idea of the semicircle. We're trying to avoid the hurdle. For many of you, don't worry if you catch the towel first time. That's the idea. You're gonna do it, catch it, learn from it. So here we go. 9-iron ball position, just ahead of my zip. Learning to do this, learning to hit down, and you'll feel maybe a bit more transfer into that front side. Look at that. Lovely strike. Now, I know this is muddy, but when you see that one land and the height and the distance that one got, that was because it was right out the middle. That's the middle where the clean is, by the way, guys. By the way, I know somebody commented saying, Alex, your clubs are always dirty. It's because I use this iron for teaching, okay? I promise I will clean them, because if I saw your dirty clubs, I'd be telling you off. Okay, let's go 7-iron now. Okay, listen closely to how we get this one set up. This one now is 2.5 club heads away from the towel. I'm also going to move my ball position up slightly, so maybe somewhere around my logo. And again, learning. I like to, when I have a drill like this, just have a few little sort of dummy runs here like this, getting a feeling of that transfer and that turn. Look at that hit as well. We're aiming straight at that 200 marker, and that has finished just left. Like, you're hitting the green with that one. Okay, now, we said those 2 clubs we are pretty confident with, aren't we? We can hit those and we know we're gonna maybe get a good strike. This, however, is one where that drops right down. Now, the reason for this is, look at this from the play cam perspective. You look down that club and you don't see a lot of loft, so your brain's then going, right, Alex, give it a little bit of a scoop up into the air. You have to avoid that. Let me explain why. So if you come closely here, if you scoop at it, so i.e. hit the towel, you're going to catch it around these bottom grooves. Now, you catch it around these bottom grooves, you won't create as much spin, and if you don't create as much spin on the golf ball, you don't create as much lift. So, more centered hit down slightly, avoid the towel. That is how you're going to create the spin and the height that you need. So this now is 1, 2, 3 club heads away from the towel. I'm moving my ball position up. I'm ready to hit away and really build that confidence with this club. Look at the height on that. That is nice. I'm going to do that a lot more with that club. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, this channel is powered by you, and we have tips 5 times a week. Around about 5-minute videos that will really make a difference. So don't forget to subscribe.